I set it up and I ain't go back to it.
Yeah, it's on the green room right here. It's yeah, we're streaming. We're streaming live right now. So go ahead and share that, good people, because
Well, if I can find out which Facebook page it's on, I'd be happy to share it, Kevin.
it's on Kevin
It's
White,
on
the
the
green
green
room.
room. It's on the green
Because
room.
I definitely have
Oh,
some
there it is. I just got the notification because you just did it.
definitely have some shit I need to get off my chest.
Right.
You say what now, Lucius? What was that?
Nothing, man. Hey, I gotta just to let y'all know, I gotta leave like at 6:30. So I got some jokes to go ahead and swing tonight.
Okay,
Hey man,
hey, good luck with
I
that.
like it. I like it. You going out there and do
Good
your
luck
thing.
with that. Right. So I'll take it real quick just to fill everybody in on what we're talking about today. First and foremost, NBA did a really powerful thing just a few hours ago. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Huh, what'd they do?
They decided to boycott during the playoffs uh, based on what happened in Wisconsin.
Now, when you say boycott, what do you mean? They're refusing to play?
There are no games going on today. Not in the bubble.
Ooh.
Not.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. So I know you guys know about the issue that happened in Wisconsin, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, with what's his name, Jacob Blake.
Yeah. Do you know the update?
Yeah, he is paralyzed. Yeah.
No. Do you know the other update?
About the young man that is out there shooting protesters?
Oh, we're calling him a young man. We're not calling him a thug or a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, he's all that. He's all that.
Oh, okay.
He is definitely all that. Yeah, I did hear about that. And after that,
He killed 2 people.
he did kill 2 people.
I just got off from work, so I ain't hear none of that. I had to
serious?
sit back and watch the news.
Well,
I haven't been, bro. I'm like during the work week, like I'm cut off from I post what I post, and I literally get the fuck off social media. I
Well,
don't really
listen
catch
here.
up to none of that till I get home.
Here's the thing, black man. You need to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want no sirens,
yeah.
and, no lights pull up behind you, and you not on higher
No,
alert because
I mean-
you're always on high alert as a black man. But I need you to be on higher alert
Right.
because these motherfuckers out here wilding. Because that boy that killed them people wasn't even a cop.
He's a goddamn teenager just out walking the streets with a rifle. Just
Lighting people up
yeah. So
with his bitch ass.
just got an alert that thank you very much. She said they arrested him. But yeah, so after that, yeah, they just
didn't shoot him in the back 7 times. That's fucking ridiculous.
That's crazy. They apprehended him with no trouble.
with
He
not
ain't got a scratch on him, do he?
He's arrested. He was
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Did they take him to Burger King and get him something to eat before they ran him in?
Probably.
No, you got to shoot up a church. You got to do some big shit for that to happen.
Oh,
Probably.
okay. They just took him in regular.
That's before Corona.
Right.
Oh, okay, got you.
So more than likely he was.
They probably going Uber Eats that shit into him anyway.
Yeah. They'll give him some roof, Chris.
So after that happened, after all of that took place and transpired, the NBA was like, you know what? This is too much going on right now. We ain't playing today. Well, first off, Milwaukee Bucks actually, they basically springboarded it. There was talks about it during the week. So there was talks about it during the week. I'm playing the actual clip or snippet from them talking about the boycott. But yeah. So I'm just gonna let that play. So if y'all could just give me 2 seconds so I can catch up this audience.
Do you also know about the situation in Louisiana?
With the young man that got shot in Louisiana, he got shot and killed by the police.
I feel like Black Lives Matter is just another thing in conversation now.
So,
11 times, I believe it was.
Are you serious?
29-year-old Blake appeared
Wow.
unarmed when he was shot multiple times by
Wow.
at close range.
So
Family says he was left.
And then, we're here in Louisville, so the Breonna Taylor stuff is crazy. So.
Oh, that's crazy because I haven't been able to check the news today either. They still haven't arrested the killers of Breonna Taylor either, right?
no arrest.
They arrested 64 protesters yesterday. Though.
Oh, well, you know what? Progress is a process, I suppose.
Yeah. So Real quick.
I like what you did there, Lucius. Way to alley that.
Yeah, that was dope. So real quick, I wanted to ask you guys, like, do you feel like protesting the NBA using their platform to boycott? Do you think, because guess what? They were like, yo, kneeling is not enough. Y'all don't get it. Y'all not hearing us. Kneeling during the anthem is not enough. So guess what? We not playing. Now, I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know if this is just for today. The NBA came out and released a statement and said that all games for today have been postponed. So they're not even calling it a boycott.
I have mixed feelings about it.
Okay. You want to share, or you just
2020's been a crazy year, man.
It has been. 2020 has been a crazy year, and
this has been like this ain't been a roller coaster. This shit's been down since the beginning.
Yeah.
Like this shit won't stop falling. Like it's not going up.
Talisha says it's not enough. Talisha says boycotting the NBA is not enough.
It's like on one hand, it's like I don't even want to say thank you. It's like I see what you did there, but what else?
Okay.
You know, like I'm tired of. My feelings are still the same. I don't know if you guys remember a couple months ago when I just went all the way off. Not one of my finer moments, but I went all the way off on here.
It's an archive somewhere.
I just want, like, I'm not even going to say I want this. It's just like, you know how, the message is Black Lives Matter and we want to be treated fair. It's like we're appealing to the empathetic and moral sense of a society that doesn't even have that. Why would they be moral? Why would they be just? Why would they be empathetic or sympathetic to the plight of people of color when they have a system and have survived and thrived in a system that says that we are inferior to them? I just feel
thought
like
they were good by changing Aunt Jemima.
Like, thank you for the rice thing and the changing of the Band-Aids and the.
Like, we're good. Okay, we're good.
Like, I just
We'll
need more to happen. Now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, like, they, whoever they are, well, all right, Ralph Porter coming through live on location from Jamaica or some shit.
Right. They got sand shoes on.
What the hell?
You ain't boycotting shit. Not in that outfit, you're not.
He's definitely not protesting anything at all. Can't hear you, Ralph. Oh, he connected his audio. But yeah, like I told y'all, like before, like a couple months ago, like they in quotation marks are lucky that what I want to see and that what I want to be done is not happening, because I'm on some. For every one of ours that they take, let's take two of theirs.
Is that
what's that?
That's Ralph's. That's Ralph. You got some background music coming through.
Yeah, Ralph over there, he's living his best life. He don't know what the hell is going on. He's like, I'm gonna watch these playoff games. Like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna watch these playoff games, bro.
Ralph, you ain't watching nothing. Them playoff games.
Hey, I ain't watching nothing.
Ralph, like he on his playoffs. He looked like he on his way to a stepper set.
No, see that? That's
Where you
what about
at?
now?
That's
How it
your
sound
house?
now? No, this is my home. I'm at my homeboy's. Oh shit, I can't sit right there. That's something like me. I'm at my homeboy's house. Homeboy's friend's house.
What's your homeboy situation? He's
actually my. Hey, Ralph said actually my homeboy is Steph Curry. I didn't want to put it out there like that. But.
What I'm saying is he involved with anyone?
Yeah. I wouldn't do that to you.
Well, he got any sons or like a nephew or?
Man, he got sons, but them niggas they ain't. Don't worry. Move on, girl. Move on. Not here.
Are they in the will? Or, no. All right.
It's hilarious.
But
So-
yeah, I like.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. I need more because I think the video. I don't even know if the video is old or not, but there's a video of a white man that has been circulating that was essentially threatening and walking towards a female police officer, and I don't know if y'all saw it, but like she had her gun drawn at him, and he was walking towards her around the vehicle, and she was backing away, and he's calling her bitches and saying he's gonna cut her throat. And I believe he had a knife or something in his hand, and he kept walking toward. And like I'm telling you,
right?
yeah, and she backing away and
yeah.
walking away, and then finally she shot him. And the people recording were like, "Oh my God, she shot him!" And the other person's voice was like, "She had to." Yeah, she did. She did have to.
Right.
But what the outrage was how long it took her to shoot him, though. Like how long it took her to shoot. Like he was coming towards her, and she walking backwards, she doing everything she can. She yelling commands.
She went to great lengths to spare him. Meanwhile,
she went through her training.
Not to pop one in him.
right.
She went through a training.
Okay.
According to the narrative, it took her a while to be in fear for her life to unload, and I think she shot him twice.
Yeah.
But it took a while for her fear to kick in.
Wow.
So, which brings me to an interesting question. So everyone saw the Ice Cube, rant as far as like, he watched the Democratic debate, and he was basically saying, if you didn't see it, viewers, I'll play a snippet of it. So he's basically saying he watched the Democratic convention, and he's not feeling like they're offering anything up in like as far as like what's in it for us, what's in it for black people. He's hearing all this bullshit, but he's not hearing anyone say what the change is going to be
what's in it for us
towards black people
the black community
or the black community.
I saw it.
And when
bro, it's like they're so like we need like modern day like Senate members, like people running that are younger, because everybody like all these old people out of touch, man. They're like, hey, let's have a sock hop. Like, nigga, what the fuck is a sock hop? I don't even know what the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? And then like, hey, we're gonna. And it's just like, bro, we need like the younger generation of all these senators, these legislators, and all that stuff. Like, we need younger people. We need younger blood. That way, you know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of can feel like what the fuck is going on. These old cats don't feel nothing. They money driven. You know what I'm saying? Power hungry. It's just like, yo, it's time for it.
What it is
as a country.
What it is, bro, is the system. The system works. It just doesn't work for people of color. And it's just like, if something works, like right now, my car runs fine. You know what I'm saying? However, like somebody might be like, yo, why don't you add this to it? It'll make it run better, or to be more energy efficient, whatever. For me, hey, why would I do that? The shit runs fine. So I think that is the mindset of, our leadership in this country right now. The shit works fine. Why are you fighting so hard to change it? Well, it works fine for you. It doesn't necessarily work fine for us. So it's just like when you're campaigning, and like, even when it comes to like Joe Biden, of course I'm going to vote. Am I happy with the options I'm given? Absolutely not. However, I feel like it's my duty. Like, I feel like black people went through too much for me to sit it out. That is the only reason why I choose to vote. We went through too much shit for me to sit it out. Okay? And it's just like, it's like voting for less of the two evils, because do I feel like Biden and Harris are going to get into office and make drastic changes to some of the equalities in this country? Absolutely. Like, I don't see it. Because guess what? The system still works for them. I still feel like the system, they're part of a system that works for them.
Right.
That's just how I feel about it.
That's true.
So when I hear
That's pretty much how I feel about it, man.
it's just like as much as I want to get on this whole Biden train, like, come on, man. He got some videos out there. The shit he said on the Breakfast Club didn't sit too well with me. Like, if you gotta decide whether you for me or Trump, then you ain't black. That's it. That's your selling point, my nigga. Like,
Right.
I mean, but think about it. That's his selling point because do motherfuckers even really care and do the research that they, you know what I mean? Like he thought it was gonna work. He thought that was gonna land.
he said that he thought that was enough.
He said it at a time where it was
Right.
like, what the fuck you just say? Now, if he'd have said this a year ago, you know, when things weren't
Probably
as messed
not.
up as they are, it probably would have gone over differently. Like, you gotta understand, like, I don't, and I don't want to sound like an asshole because I vote every time I'm supposed to vote, even when I don't feel like any of these candidates represent the change that I want to see. But the Democratic and the Republican conventions are not for us. It's a show, it's a performance, it's a production where they
Right.
pull out the people that support what they think and what they say in order to showcase their popularity. They're not really talking about nothing that we care about.
Well, your boy pissed me off. The dude from, what is it? The Attorney General from Kentucky.
If
Did
he don't
anybody-
shut his dumb ass up.
Oh, Rambo. No, Daniel Cameron.
Black
Yes.
dude, yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here, man? Like, why? Like, dude, that is the most shadiest. Like, why would you do that? You're
Everybody
like,
don't want to be free, Kev.
is that what it is?
Everybody don't want to be free. And,
Hell yeah.
and when you have two sides that are
Exactly
fighting,
what it is.
like when you have two sides that are fighting, for every person that you can get that says Donald Trump is a piece of shit, he can go and find two people that will say that motherfucker is on some other shit. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's like right now, if I needed to
Right.
put together a panel of people that are gonna say all great things about Ty Davis and how she's the best thing ever, I know who I'm calling. I know who the fuck I'm not calling either. I'm not calling niggas I know I don't like. I'm not calling niggas I know I got beef with. They're calling the
Right.
people that they know that's gonna fly their flag for them.
Well, my
And then
point
there's
is-
some people that are taking the opportunity to put themselves in the limelight because some people understand that sometimes bad press is better than no press at all. So he
Well,
could
press
very
it
well
off,
have a
right.
bunch of dudes standing around him that believes he's an idiot, but he like, hey, this is a great time for me to get my face out there.
But we're talking about the person that's single-handedly responsible for no convictions for the officers that shot Breonna Taylor. He's single-handedly like the person that's holding this shit up. That's the person that the NFAC, that's the person that they threatened directly. Like, hey, if you don't get this shit taken care of, we coming back in a month.
Wow.
But I would go further and say he's not single-handedly responsible for that. Because
Mayor
the problem
Greg Fisher?
existed long before it even got to that point.
Well,
It's like on
Luke
one
Fisher,
hand,
Like,
one hand you say the president doesn't have any power, and then on the other hand you say that he does, and then it's like you got people in the House and the Senate, and even on your local level, there are people who don't want to buck against the system, who just want to look. I'm just trying to do my time and get in and get out. No, we need people that are willing to die, like as in sacrifice their lives for what it is that we believe in. They also need to die, like our predecessors did, knowing that they may not see the change they want to see within this lifetime, but they still want to fight the good fight.
So
He's definitely trash.
so
But he ain't the only fucking trash in the heat.
Here's a question. So in 2020, what does a realistic boycott look like? Because saying like, hey, we're not playing basketball, which I commend them. I take my hats off because, you know, athletes don't like to, especially them old ass athletes, your Charles Barkleys, your Michael Jordans, the I am not a role model ass athletes. that did absolutely nothing did absolutely freaking nothing when they were coming up.
Charles Barkley's from Alabama.
Exactly.
Alabama.
Right.
Exactly.
So I know he just wasn't a good basketball player, bro.
He was good. He just never won a championship.
He just wasn't a decent...
No, but I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you had to be athletic nigga. That's what the fuck you was for most of your life in Alabama. You wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you was that guy in Alabama.
Well, let me ask you this, because I need some clarification. I'm not a basketball lover, fan, watcher, whatever. This whole them playing in the bubble means that they don't have an audience, right?
Right.
You really think it was hard for them to say, man, fuck this shit. We ain't even playing in front of nobody but the camera. You really think
probably
it was
not.
about injustice?
They was probably waiting for a reason not to.
I'm just saying, because think about it. As comedians, all of us are comedians. If they say, hey, y'all can still do stand-up comedy at the club, it just ain't going to be in nobody in the audience. Nah, we cool. We going to sit this out. You think it was really hard for them to be like, you think it was hard for them to be like, we not playing today?
So I don't think it was hard to that degree, but it was hard enough because it was funny that, when this did happen, they still had games. We had games last night.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Had games last night.
No. It was definitely effective. And here's why. It was definitely effective. It was definitely effective because right now there's nothing going on. There is no sports. There's no sports.
Right. I'm not saying, listen to what I'm saying, dude. I'm saying they could have picked any time after that Sunday to say we ain't playing.
Right.
Right? They had games on Monday. Actually, they had games on Sunday, damn it. They had games Sunday, Monday, yesterday. Today is Wednesday. Right?
Thursday. Well, see,
today's Thursday.
Today's Wednesday, man. Today's Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. It's trash day for me at my house. It's trash day. I put the cans out last night, nigga. So today is Wednesday.
Right.
Listen to what I'm saying. They could have picked Sunday not to play. They could have picked Monday not to play. Tuesday not to play. You mean to tell me today they finally said, you know what, man, we shouldn't play because of?
I'm not impressed because they should have said when they was bringing this shit back months ago, what, they still wilding? Nah, we not going to play.
Hey, Monday would have been the perfect time.
Meanwhile, everybody ain't on the same page. Everybody is not on the same wavelength. Just like old Shaky Knees Yo, the one who decided to stand when nobody else did.
Blew out his ACL.
Well, yeah, whoever that guy is.
Magic.
Yeah, whoever that guy
Isaac for the
is.
Magic. Yeah.
I'm purposely not saying his name. Shaky Knees Yo.
Right.
You know what I mean? You think there weren't players that was like, man, come on, man, we just started playing again. Why we gotta sit this out? You think there's some people that's not upset about not playing?
Right.
I will say that, like, I believe it was effective.
Oh hell yeah, I believe it's effective. Shit,
because I mean, you still have sponsorship that's gonna, like, it's just a wake up call. It's just a, hey, we're powerful. We damn near run this league.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Damn it, shit. Wake them up.
Because it's like, yo, we are the face of this league. We run this fucking league, and we, at any point in time, if we decide to shut this shit down, we can shut this shit down. So y'all need to get y'all shit together. I think it speaks volume. I think it's like, I commend them for doing it. I can't get pissed at the timing as much as I want to, but it was the Bucks, it was Milwaukee Bucks that actually springboarded the actual, hey, we ain't doing it. And reason
happened in Wisconsin,
right?
So
and reason being is because it happened.
If it was the Miami Heat, we would probably be asking questions right now. So.
Right.
Like, which is the same thing. That's why I said they could have did it on Monday because Milwaukee played on Monday. They played on Monday. They had yesterday off. They were supposed to play today. So they could have did this shit on Monday. And to me, it would have had more of an effect. What if people wanted to do it on
Monday? They just didn't have enough people.
Right.
I mean,
man,
pardon
so now
me.
everybody's
saying how long they've been talking about shit. But if Antetokounmpo was like, yo, I ain't playing because of what happened, I'm pretty sure a motherfucker would be like, what?
Oh, Kev, you know what? Send a meeting ID and a password to Rodney Perry. He said he might be able to jump on.
I gotta get off.
I forgot to send it to him. I forgot to send it to him.
I got you.
But I mean, pardon me for not being impressed. Maybe it's because I'm a black woman and I need more. Like you're not gonna play your basketball? You're not okay. So you're not gonna
I'm gonna have to get off of here, y'all, man. I just wanted to pop in real quick. This nigga here, we trying to go through some motions, man. I'm trying to get some shit actually done and started. As far
I hear
as
you
comment
out
levels
here.
are concerned.
Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
Be safe, RP.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll get with y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Lucia's about to roll out too.
Lucia's about to roll out too. But I don't give a shit. Well, Chris just texted me and said he's jumping in, and then RP's jumping in. We got y'all replacements, nigga.
All right, James Brown. James Brown
he hit you with the ain't nobody coming to
That
see
nigga
you,
got
Otis.
our hand in me.
You know what
Round
I'm
one,
saying?
done
Ain't
talking. I don't wonder why Round
nobody
shit
come
cut
to
off.
see you.
It's hilarious. So you say it's too little, too late? I don't know, man.
Listen, I don't care.
I just want to know what I want to know what an effective boycott looks like in 2020 because they clearly don't get it. Kneeling ain't doing it. I agree with that shit. LeBron came out, he was pissed. He was like, you know what? Fuck this, man. He just straight up, fuck. I'm sick of this. Kneeling ain't doing it. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know why people don't like that LeBron James. I mean, he
Well,
seems
they
all
said-
right to me.
That dude is.
Martin wasn't doing it either. So.
I like LeBron, man.
He seems all right to me.
I likes LeBron. I fucks with LeBron heavy.
I think that's why so many people hate him because he's a better human being than Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
No,
that
I
is
still hate
facts.
LeBron.
That is
kind of
facts.
makes him greater.
That
Makes
is
him greater.
I'm gonna watch it before Earth reopens. I'm gonna go through and watch the whole shit.
what the whole Michael.
The Last Dance thing. I still
Oh,
have.
you'll get interested. I promise.
Yeah.
I haven't even started.
It will definitely change your view on Mike because he was a piece of shit.
I guarantee you it won't change my view of him. I don't give a fuck about this guy now.
He
I
was a
just bought my first pair of Jordans, this year?
Are you
last
serious?
year? I've never owned a pair of Jordans, but I
Never.
got these because they were the retro 11s. They were white with the metallic silver little glitter. They were really cute. I was mad as fuck though at how much they cost. I was like $220. They icy as a bitch though. Go and put them in a bag.
It's hilarious. No, Mike was a piece of shit, man. He really was. I don't know. He was on there talking about other
Ty, you
players
ever
and
met
shit.
like a country boy? You ever dated like a country dude, like from the sticks country?
Yeah, I'm a country girl. Of course I have.
Yeah, we're not doing this, Lucius.
Okay, you know how
We're
like
not
country
doing
dudes are like
Don't. Hey, whoa.
Let him speak, Kev.
Don't shoot your shot on the show, Lucius. Because
You were saying Lucius.
Kev, I
Lucius
have a
is
girlfriend, sir.
He's involved,
okay.
Kevin.
Oh, I thought he was
I
about
have
to
a
shoot a
girlfriend,
shot. I was
sir. Why
like,
would I be so stupid to be on Facebook Live hollering at another woman?
Right. Come on, Kevin.
Hey, Stranger
and
Things.
everybody
we're
knows.
friends on Instagram. I would have been in those DMs.
It goes down in the DMs, Kevin.
Stranger
But anyway.
things have happened, okay? Stranger things have happened. There's people walking around shooting innocent fucking
Anyway, I
protesters.
say, you know how like super country dudes are like reserved and to they self type shit, do everything in private. It's always like when you go out, there's a certain way you're supposed to be presented and looked at.
Uh-huh.
Like they care about their appearance. That's how Michael Jordan is.
I mean, he's definitely country. I see how he used to dress. I was like, nigga, what do you have on?
Yeah.
Who is
not
dressing
like,
you?
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about his open disrespect of other players. It's so
Maybe
funny.
I gotta watch it.
yeah, but you gotta know country people. Country people mean what they say and say what they mean, bro. Like they
Remember-
don't say much. If
remember-
motherfucker in the country come and say, "I'm gonna knock your head off with this shovel," you say something else. Nine
It's a
times out of
strong
10, they couldn't
possibility
do
you
that
getting
shit.
your fucking head knocked off with that shovel.
Yeah, he ain't got that shovel for no reason, bro.
Check this out. You
I
remember?
mean, like,
You know the funniest part of that whole series was when they brought up Gary Payton.
oh, he laughed about it.
And he was like, the glove.
Yeah, this guy.
The
like,
glove. The glove. The
I
fuck
like that
outta
kind of that kind, so like a certain level of arrogance and cockiness. Like I identify with that. I mean, it comes with being great, you know.
The glove.
I mean, one could argue that I was the Jordan and you were the Peyton.
Oh my gosh. We're not doing this shit today. We're not doing this shit today.
I couldn't help myself.
I seen it live.
We're not doing this shit today.
I recorded it.
Hey, Chris.
Put your goddamn hand down. We're not doing this shit today.
I recorded it. I seen the massacre. Hey, Ty, it was a massacre. That's what it was.
You know.
We get in the car. Chris said, "It's only 2 niggas you gotta worry about."
Yep.
Wait, who was the other nigga, Chris?
He said,
Nigga that did the turtle. AC.
He said.
So you said the only people he had to worry about was me and AC.
He said it's only 2 niggas you gotta worry about, and one of them is a female. I said, okay.
and look, Ty, and I said, look, Ty, I said, and the other one is Ty. I said, that's a bad son buck right there.
Hey, check this out.
My little bun. Let me sit my sides up.
Anytime a nigga look at me over their glasses, I take them serious. He said, and one of them,
Kevin, I had to take him off. I had to do like that.
I appreciate that, Chris. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
I got your back, babe.
So Chris, we chopped it up. The boycott of the NBA, is it enough?
No, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's a start. But it's not enough. I need for the NFL, the baseball, soccer, hockey. I need for the white boy sports to stop. That's what I need. I need for the golfers to go out there and say, no, we're not playing. You know what I'm saying? I need for major money to stop. The NBA, they know it's all Negroes and they doing what they doing, but no, until you stop golfing, let the Wimbledon stop. Let Wimbledon stop. Now we talking. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now we talking. Because it's a serious situation. It's a serious situation to us. You know, they killing us. They are fucking murdering us. Shit needs to stop. And money needs to stop.
So how many people feel like this? And maybe it's just my own thinking. Maybe it's just my own senseless thinking. Does anybody feel like people are intentionally trying to provoke a race war?
Of course.
They've been trying to do that for years, brother.
What are you talking about?
Like, we just too cool. Like, we not like,
bro,
we just
better.
like, yo, you let us be.
I think you better. This country, we're just the United States of America, has not had a civil war since the last Civil War. And this country and almost every country that exists in the world came to be a power that they are in their respective regions through pillaging and fighting and revolution. Mm-hmm. So if we're going to be really brutally honest about this, the reason that white people, I don't want to say white people, let me change that. The reason that white supremacists treat us the way that they do, they act the way that they do around us is one, because they feel that we are inferior to them. And when they say that, oh, the black man or black person, triggers, fear and high alert, is because they know the history of what it is that this country has done to people that looks like us. And they are constantly wondering, when the fuck are they all gonna decide, or when are enough of them gonna decide that one day they are sick of this shit and they are gonna turn up?
Yep.
Because if you, like, Baltimore City has about 650,000 residents. That's just the city.
Okay.
Do you know how hard it would be for the government to come in here and take that city over? if we had the numbers linked to the people that have the mindset to go to war, they would treat us differently. And that's why they do performative actions like, ooh, we're gonna not show any basketball games. That's a good sign of us showing that we care. We're just gonna not play some games for a little while.
And then we're gonna
bring them back.
We're gonna show roots instead.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
what they'll do.
because think about how they attack, how they react to one of us. That man was de-escalating. That man was trying to diffuse a volatile situation.
Yep.
And he was shot with his back turned while his children were in the car. Philando Castile was complying when he was shot and killed in front of his woman and his child. Breonna Taylor was shot and killed while she was sleeping. And the black man that pledged his life to protect her was taken into custody, doing what his constitutional right said he was allowed to do.
Yep.
They then went on the news and offended my eyesight and called that white thug, animal, bitch ass nigga that shot them 2 people in Wisconsin. They called him a teen and they called him a child, whereas they called Tamir Rice when he was 12 years old a man.
Yep.
Emmett Till was 14 years old, but he was called a man. Get your goddamn ass out my face with this simple ass rhetoric about, oh, we're gonna kneel and we're gonna stop the games and we're gonna change the fucking chicken and rice package and the noodles. Get the fuck, if you don't get your ass out of here, because the day that we wake up and decide, you know what, we've had enough of this marching shit too. We gonna start marching on y'all asses, heavily armed. Why do you think they arm like that? That boy is 17 years old. You think he went into a store and bought that gun by himself? That motherfucker comes from a household where they got weapons stockpiled.
Yep.
He got that weapon from his daddy, from his mama. They had it already.
Sitting there watching the news. I'm watching the news right now. They got a picture of him with an M16 in his hand.
He knew how to shoot that weapon. He knew how. He knew how to shoot it. He knew how to hold it.
Yeah.
He is trained. He is prepared for war.
And that's why we need to be trained and prepared, because I'm telling you, if they can attack us like that, we need to be trained. And people used to get crazy at me. Why you got so many guns, Chris? Why you got so many guns? Now look where we at. Now look where you at. You're going to have to come over my house to be saved. Come on.
Wow.
My mama got guns.
You know what I'm saying?
I got an attitude adjuster.
He's attitude.
Now, I will say this.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Ty. Here's the thing. Like I told Kevin, I said, a lady on the internet said it the best. She said, be lucky that we want equality instead of revenge. That's it.
But who want that?
Right. It's over with now.
I'm past equality. I want revenge. I want retribution. I want reparations. Give me another R word. I'll run through the thesaurus this evening. I want all that. I want the smoke. I got time. For every one of ours you take, I want 2 of yours. Oh, but everybody, what about the children? Man, casualties of war. When they are sitting in the rooms and they are making discussions and plans about how they're going to execute bomb strikes and all kinds of shit, they don't say, well, what about the women and children? They say, hey, let the chips fall where they may. They are casualties of war. We meant to get this one dude, but we will tear this whole fucking building down to get the one. We need to be willing to tear this entire country to the ground to get who we need to get.
Everybody that's been indicted with everything that's going on.
Kev.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Kev. I just want to say good night, guys. I got a show.
Hey, you be safe.
Great topic. Great show.
Kill that shit.
Kill that shit.
And make it home safe if you can.
Make it, right. So here's
you need this. Put
that shit.
I got my own attitude adjuster.
This is a family. This is a family show.
Hey, to all the families, get you a fucking gun.
Real quick though, so we have a lot of indictments that should be coming down the pipeline, and I think that 2021, people think that 2020 has been a monster year, but 2021 and 2022, when these indictments that should happen don't happen, start coming down the pipeline, I think that's when we're gonna see a lot of shit that we've never seen before in our lives. Because we got the Ahmaud Arbery situation, we have the George Floyd situation, we have so many damn indictments that are coming down the pipeline, or that should be coming down the pipeline, and we still don't even have a conviction for Breonna Taylor. And
you went a little too fast. We don't even have arrests.
Exactly. I don't even think they're going to arrest anyone.
They're not. We are in this. I am in this city with her. I'm in here. They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to wait. Ty,
they're stalling.
Derby is the first Saturday of September this year. This is when all the money supposed to come to this city. Shit's going to go down right after after Derby. They're going to say, "Hey, we ain't doing shit." They're going to tear this fucking city down. Rightfully so. They need to.
Wow.
I'm with all of it.
Yeah. Me too.
So is it so how do you guys feel about voting right now? Do you I mean, is it still the getting out there doing your right as a citizen to vote like that? Like I guess Chris?
Because too many people fought, died, were hung, were killed, were chased, were enslaved, were captured. Too much shit happened to people long before I was a twinkle in my daddy's eye for me to not get my ass out there and vote. Regardless of whether or not I like Trump, I like Biden, or whoever the hell else they got on the ticket. Too many people had to go through too much shit for me to be able to do that. I owe it to my ancestors. I'm not voting for Biden because I believe in him. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris because I believe in her. I'm not voting against Trump because he's a fucktard that should be hit upside the head with a fucking baseball bat. I'm voting because there was a time when my grandmother, may she rest in peace, wasn't allowed.
That's right.
And when I saw the look in my grandmother's eyes when President Barack Obama won that election, that my grandmother cried and said she never thought she would live to see the day that a black man was president. Nigga, no. It would be disrespectful. It would be a slap in the face of the ancestors if I do not get my ass out there by any means necessary to do that.
Yep.
I don't give a damn if my polling place is burning to the ground. Where the fire at? Can I still get in through this side? I just need to cast my vote real quick. Yeah. I don't care if whether or not my vote counts. I don't care, because I know there were people that fought for me to be able to do it as a black person and as a woman. And then if you think about it, it's like sometimes I feel like my vote don't matter. But why the fuck they be going through so much shit for us to not be able to do some shit that don't matter?
Right.
That's the trick. They trying to convince you that you doing nothing is all you can do.
Right.
So my vote matters. My voice matters. I don't care if it's 5 people, 2 people watching this right now. Somebody is listening and watching that needs to hear what I'm saying, because they on the fence right now. There are too many people that set up a legacy for us to be able to do what it is that we're doing. And I'm just not going to disrespect my ancestors by not doing anything. I'm not doing that.
And I'm right there with you, Ty. But my whole thing is, I don't trust this mail-in vote shit. Like I guess I'm old school or something. I don't trust the government. I don't trust they tricks and shit. You know, I'm going to take my ass up there to the poll like I always do. And it just gives me some type of rest to say, hey, you know, they didn't fuck with my vote. I don't know what they do after that, but
what was your boy's name? What was your boy's name that had the hazmat suit on stage?
You said what?
What's your boy's name that had the hazmat joint on stage?
Legal D.
Legal D. Yeah. Legal D.
Who the hell is Legal D?
Shout out to Legal D. Shout out to Hey, my man is hilarious. Whatever. I'm definitely gonna have him on the show one day. That dude is brilliant.
That'll be the day I'm not here.
Oh shit! Tell what's up with Legal D? Tell what's up with Legal D, babe?
Hilarious. Ty has a Legal D story that's fucking brilliant. That but if you missed it, I can't fill you in. That's her story.
He's a comedian / attorney here in Baltimore or Maryland or whatever, and he reached out to me to book me for a show, and it was a hard no for me. And you know, I don't sleep well at night, so I went to his page, and I went to his page because I was like, "Who is this guy?" Because he said he knew me, and I stumbled upon one of his clips, and I wish I had.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I'm gonna have to check him out, huh?
Hey,
if you want to be angry.
Oh my God.
Hey, no, Legal D is. Hey, I watched the whole shit. Then I went looking for some other shit he had. Wait, what
Chris,
was?
You want me to give you a Legal D joke?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
watch this shit be funny.
This is a Legal D joke. This is not a Ty Davis joke at all. I figured out the cure for the coronavirus, Chris.
Okay.
All you have to do is take your shirt off and go into the woods. Because everybody knows that lime makes corona better. So essentially what he was trying to say is that if you take your shirt off and you walk into the forest, you get bitten by a tick. Mm-hmm. And the tick gives you Lyme disease. Mm-hmm. And if your body has corona in it, the lime
mixed with the lime
will make the corona better.
Yeah. Brilliant. Why didn't I think of that shit?
And that's why you didn't win the ABFF, Kevin.
You shut your mouth, Ty. Yeah. That is not why.
That's exactly why.
That is not
I'm
why.
Sorry.
That's why. That mindset, that right there, that's why, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's why.
Dude, check this out.
That's why.
Wow. That's one of them. Wow.
You know what? You know what?
And he did that with a hazmat suit on and gloves. And he sprayed the microphone with Lysol before he started his set, and he came out to Dear Mama on International Women's Day because apparently every woman is a mama.
I will go on record saying this. Hey, Chris, remember we was at that club and your boy got pissed at me because I was laughing like real hard when he was bombing. I think shit like that is hilarious. I'm not laughing at the joke. It's just the fact that he said that shit with so much confidence. It's like, how do you not laugh at that shit?
That nigga thought it was a great fucking joke. He thought that was a great fucking joke.
I would have been in the back dying because
he would tell his friends, "Man, I was killing them niggas last night."
Right. No,
I had this one dude falling out the chair.
Right.
I think his name was Kevin. He was the dude that lost to the chick.
Here we go. But,
until we die, Kev. Until we die.
Here's the thing. You know, I done seen 3 comedians now. Well, I done seen 2 and heard another one. Spread Lysol with the microphone. They gonna quit doing that because that some bitch gonna explode on them. They don't know that's electricity in there.
Hey man, I'm trying to see that viral video. Fuck it. I want to see it.
Nigga gonna blow his teeth out of his mouth. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
I want to see it.
Anytime somebody does a bit and that shit doesn't go over well, and they keep going like, oh, I'm killing them with this shit. I mean, like that. I don't know why that's hilarious to me. It's kind of like seeing somebody trip over some shit and then look around like, didn't nobody see me? Like, nigga, I saw you just almost in your shit. Like, hilarious to me. So watching him do that video, it was just like, holy shit.
I sent it to you, Kev. Make sure you send it to Chris.
I got you. But we getting off subject. Shout out to Legal D if you ever, yeah, man, I would love to have you.
You should DM him and ask him to be on the show. And whatever day that is, I'm gonna be sick.
No. Your boy said he's here. What's his name? He was like, nigga, if he's on that show, I'm there. What was his name? You was doing the y'all was going back and forth. What was his damn name, man?
Black Ron?
No, y'all kept coming up with different.
Oh, Dave. Oh, me and Dave. Yeah, Dave said he'll be there the day that shit happened.
Dave's the one that got into it with the chick at the live show, and that shit went viral.
Well, he didn't get into it with her. I was there that night because.
Are you serious?
Apparently, I'm always around when great things happen. For myself and others.
You know what?
Nah, what happened was, yo,
please.
I will never forget this shit.
This went viral. This shit went viral.
It was packed. I'm talking wall to wall niggas in this place, right? And the capacity of the venue was like 200. They easily had about 250, 275 in there. It was so many people. There were no more tables and chairs left. It was just a bunch of people standing room only, right?
Okay.
And Dave Butler, he looks like a disarming guy, right? When you look at him, and this is no way like shade. When you look at him, you think, oh man, he's a nice dude. You know what I mean? Like khaki pants, you know, sweater with a button-up shirt underneath with a cop. He looks like a nice
Uncle Phil wardrobe.
You know, like a Carlton type, just a nice dude. He looked like somebody maybe if you pushed him, he'd fall down. But what people don't know about Dave is born and bred in Baltimore City, West Side, if I'm not mistaken. And he bout that life. He's with the shits. He's a very smart, very witty guy, very quick on his feet. And so when he goes up to do his set, immediately the crowd was disrespecting him. The entire crowd. It was just like he had to settle him down before he could really get started. And, you know, they was fucking with him because they didn't think that, you know, he was gonna do anything. So after he starts doing his thing and he starts calming, hey, Uncle Rodney, he starts calming down the room. He calms down the room, and then these two women, okay, it was a lesbian couple. One woman was more on the masculine side. We'll say that. She was more on the masculine side, and she kept saying stuff like she was heckling him. Every time he would say something, and he was like, "Hey, man, you know what? I'm coming up here trying to do my thing, and y'all being, you know, disrespectful, blah blah blah." So she keeps going at him, and he was like, "Okay," and he starts firing off at her. I'm talking about giving it to her. I'm talking about if this were a fist fight, he was punching her in the mouth consecutively, just back to back, hitting her in the face with all this stuff.
You know, they have that. They have that link on YouTube as, what is it called?
Here's the thing. What y'all saw, that link is about 5 minutes. And it's edited. That link is 5 minutes. He did 13 minutes that night in that girl's ass. And it was so bad that the producer of the show was like, yo, you know, should I get her out of here? I was like, oh, nah. She asked for this. Let him keep going. Let him go until he finished with her. When I tell you he destroyed that girl so bad in his face, standing ovation, people going crazy because she was so disrespectful. So he's defending himself. The clip goes viral. I told him, I was like, Dave, post that video. He was like, nah, man, because you know, it'll look like it'll look like you defended yourself. Post a video. He posted a video within 72 hours. He had millions of views across WorldStar, YouTube, Facebook. And the narrative was lesbian heckler gets destroyed by comedian.
Yeah. That's what,
Never mind that she was a lesbian. She was heckling him. She started it.
It's so delicate, though. Anytime a guy rips a female, you can run the risk. That could have went the other way.
Yeah.
For him, publicly, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, God, blessings that it didn't.
If it would happen today?
But I remember that video and seeing it and going, whoa, you know.
Right. I didn't even. So he was on the show one time before, and I was like, "Oh, you that dude?" Because I didn't know that was the dude. Then I'm like, where do I know this nigga from? Then I was like, oh shit, that's the dude that. Wow. Yeah.
And the cold part about it was he never really got to get into his set because he had to address her, and but you can't really hear it on the video. You might hear little stuff that she said, but she just kept going. And I'm in the background like, yo, Dave don't.
You were there? You were there?
I was there, and I was mad because I would be mad if it was any of y'all. Like, I don't like that. And I was like, yo, Dave don't hit girls. And the girl was so aggressive that I thought she was going to approach stage, and I thought she was going to get physical with him. I said, if she step on that stage tonight, you know we're going to have to tear this club up. And ain't none of us going to be able to work here no more. You know that, right? And Dave don't hit girls. I do, though. I hit girls. You know what I mean? I have brothers that were raised not to hit girls. So sometimes I had to hit girls for my brothers. I will hit this girl tonight. And at the end of the show, she comes up to him and she's like, oh, you got me. And, oh, you so funny. So she was fine after the show, but I was still mad. People were still mad because she tried to interrupt the show.
People real think they're helping you.
Yeah, like, you, lady, shut up. What's your ugly self? She was ugly, too.
Wow. I didn't see what she looked like. I knew I was sitting there like, my mouth open like, damn. Dude. Yeah.
It got so bad, like, her girlfriend that was with her was just like, yo, why you do that? Like, why you have to, you know what I'm saying? I got pulled into this because you want to be doing that. Like, she was a casualty of war. She got chewed up that night, too, because you was with yo.
Uncle Rodney, do you know a comedian by the name of, what's his name? Medical D? What is his name?
Legal D.
Legal D. Legal D. Yo said Medical D.
I do not know Legal D.
Okay.
I can give you some names though, boy.
His comedy is tragedy. Okay, that's what it is.
Hilarious. It was this dude named Eric Samuels. Eric Samuels did Comic View. He used to wear a red fireman's hat. Right. And so what he would do is when he said a joke that got a laugh, he would literally roll across the stage. He said, I'm on a roll.
Wow. So you know what? I can't.
So wait. So
I can't.
Earlier on in my career, me and Joey Wells, Todd Davis, we were at a VFW and somewhere out like in Fontana, right? It's a small place. You walk in, there was a bar to the right. We were doing comedy in the back of the room on the floor. It was probably 60 people in the room. To the right of the stage, you stood on the stage with a DJ booth. So the DJ booth was you on stage, DJ booth to your right, bar to your left. So Joey opened. This is how long ago this was. Joey opened. I was the feature. Eric Samuels, I'm on the road, is headlining.
Wow.
Right? Nigga, I got Joey go up, have a great set. I go up, I have a great set. Eric Samuels.
Not I'm on a roll.
I'm telling y'all, man. There's nothing better than, dude, I love shit comedy. Man.
Yo, so Eric Samuels starts roasting these two dudes at the bar, right? Just from nowhere, just like unprovoked roast. So he's roasting the guys, roasting them hard. And they was like, all right. They like,
go ahead.
Come on, dog. You know, come on. Now, we in Fontana. We ain't in LA. People go missing in Fontana all the time.
Oh.
Me and Joy in the back going like, this don't feel good. He's still roasting the guy. At some point, the guy goes, come on, man. We just came to laugh, man. He said, you know, fuck that. I said I want a professional. I do it. I was like, this don't feel right. The room don't feel right. His boy says, hey, man, his mom just died.
Oh, dang.
This motherfucker Eric Samuels said, Don't nobody give a fuck about your mom. Me and Joy start looking around. He's still going.
Yo.
The doors is getting blocked. It's about to be ugly.
Oh man.
Wow.
It's set-ins. They take him and put him in that DJ booth. It wasn't no way out. It was only one way out. He sat in that DJ booth, and I was like, me and Joy was like, Joy, what we gonna do? He's like, that nigga ain't our friend.
Yeah, Joey. Nigga brought that on himself, fam.
Joy was like, man, come on, Rod, man. We don't know him like that. Man, me and Joy got in the car, rolled back.
Wait. So y'all left him?
Oh, we left him.
Oh.
We didn't ride with him. We didn't ride with him. We rode together. Yeah. But look, so I go back in there and look. Joe was like, hey, man, hey, we ain't going in there.
No.
We don't want to
Joey.
Yo, dude, it was so crazy. We see him maybe 2 months later.
Okay, he survived.
He survived. He said, man, I sat in that booth almost all night before they went home. He said, I don't know what I was thinking, man. I was drunk. And I was like, because they was giving us like free drinks, whatever you wanted. And we was like, no, we got to drive back. But that nigga was drinking.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, that's a license to get your ass whooped, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
dude.
Okay, one more quick story.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Uncle Rodney, come on.
I didn't see this, but I know it's true. So I'm in the Bay Area doing comedy before I moved to LA. So this is before 98. So at one point, you know, every year there's the most dangerous place in America, right? They designate a place. This year, San Palo Alto in the Bay Area. So the midway point between San Jose and like Oakland and everything is Palo Alto. All the highways intersect right there. It's the hood. They were doing the show. My big homie that taught me the game, John Austin, and this dude by the name of X-Rock 4TI. They always have a crazy name. So we called him Rock.
What kind of name is that?
We called him Rock, but his name was X-Rock 4TI. I don't know why. I never asked. So Rock, they go to do this show. It's at a little nightclub. And when they get there, the owner / guy that was in charge of everything, he said, hey, man, welcome, man. Come on in. We got y'all some food, some drinks, man. And you can have whatever you need. Hey, dog. One thing. He had kind of a wayward eye.
A wayward.
Wayward eye.
He said, hey, man, one thing, man. Whatever you do, don't talk about my eye.
That seems fair.
The only direction. Whatever you do, Chris, don't talk about mine. John told me this story. John said, man, Rock went up and immediately roasting this motherfucker. Oh man, so-and-so, old boy told us not to talk about his eye. Y'all know that eye fucked up. And I'm thinking to myself, what he gonna do? All I gotta do is step in his blind spot. 10 minutes on this man's eye. Getting hot. Dude. When I tell you they threw this man out a plate glass window that day.
Damn!
like TV, they.
Wow.
And John was like, John said, John a big dude too. John was like, he looked at him like, you good? He's like, yeah.
Not you good.
Like, if you want to do something, you can hit the other window. So what you gonna do? He's like, no, man, I'm good. I'm gonna grab him and get him on out of here. Make sure.
Dude, I've seen.
Wait a minute. Uncle Rodney Perry, you tell me they threw his man out a plate glass window like the movies.
Like the movies.
But he said don't talk about his eyes.
The man gave them simple directions in extra.
Dude, I had somebody. Two situations.
He quit after that too.
What's your boy's name that played the Red Ranger? Chris.
Oh my God, his name.
I'm at a comedy club. Are you serious?
I know who he's talking about. I don't know his name though.
No, his name is Andre Mulligan. Mulligan.
Whatever his name is. So my man.
Hey, Kevin, because when we was at the club, he said he used to be a stripper and broke his back with a fat chick.
Some dumb
really?
Shit. Yeah. So anyway.
So the Red Ranger was stripping?
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. Whoever the dude was that played the Red Ranger on the Power Rangers TV series, he does comedy as well.
Wow.
Okay. I get into it with this dude at a comedy club because he took another comic's fucking joke.
Yeah.
This is 5 minutes before I go on.
You called him on it.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, my man.
Good for you, Kev.
I said, hey, you just did my man's bit. He did the bit. We were there for the weekend.
Yeah.
He was there as a feature. He sees dude do the bit, then he comes back the next day and does the fucking bit.
Yep.
Right?
Was the guy there?
Yes. And
why you ain't let him?
Why he ain't speak up?
Uncle Rodney, you got to understand, the dude that didn't speak up, the comic that didn't speak up, he's like a lost soul. You know what I'm saying? When we was doing this show,
but he's funny though.
Oh shit!
It's one of his best bits though. I'm like, don't steal my man's best shit. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
So you approached him like a bully.
Right. Not even. I was just like, man, what's that about? Like, why would you go up there and do my... And dude start, like, getting, like, tough, like, that. Like, he's about to do some Power Ranger moves.
Hey, fuck you, Kev.
That nigga said, it's morphin' time, bitch.
He said, I called my people up in this bitch.
I'm like, yo, that ain't what it is. I just want to know. Yeah, man. The weirdest shit ever, man. True story.
So what? No. You're not going to stop this story.
Yeah,
right
nah. Keep going, motherfucker.
No.
Please make up something, Kev. Finish.
No, time out. the nigga said, okay, so I asked him why he stole my man bit. And then he was like, I ain't steal that bit. I wasn't in the room when he did it. And then the dude that did the bit, he comes up like, nigga, yes, he was. Then the nigga whose bit got stolen start coming at me. He like, I don't need you to stick up for me, Kev. I'm like,
but here's the thing. Because here's the thing, Kev. You was headlining and I was featuring for you. When you was on stage, they went outside, and I was like, "Hey, bro, look."
Or what?
Maybe he sold them the bit.
Well, they told him to go outside because it was loud. You know, you can't be loud in the comedy club. So they stepped outside, and I was like, "Look, Kevin was just taking up." Because you stole dude's bit. You know what I'm saying? We invited you the day before, and you stole dude's bit. He was like, man, I didn't know. I said, you seen us. We've been here all weekend. We've been here all weekend.
But your bit.
He may not have known it was taboo to do that.
Man, fuck all that. Everybody knows it's not cool to steal.
Right. I'm like,
nah.
It's in the Bible somewhere. Don't steal.
Thou shalt not plagiarize, nigga, and especially in front of me.
Right. And then that nigga kept saying that shit like, nigga, I'm the Red Ranger. I'm like, who gives a shit?
Hey, yo, he did not say I'm the Red Ranger.
Yes.
Hey, yo, he's a clown.
He said that, dude. I'm the Red Ranger, Suwu.
How do I know this nigga's the Red Ranger? Like,
yes.
He played.
Wow.
He went. Hey, Kevin. While you was on stage, he went to his Toyota Celica. And got the helmet out, Uncle Rodney. He brung the.
Uncle
Rodney. He brung his Power Ranger helmet. and put it
Yo.
on, Ty.
I'm
He was
telling
gonna
you.
whoop Kevin's ass.
Yeah,
He was
bro.
He was
gonna.
gonna put that helmet on and go to work on. Yo, Kev almost got beat
times.
up by a Power Ranger. That's
A
hilarious.
real one, Ty.
Hey, yo, Kev, if you don't use that, yo,
No, true
Kevin.
stuff. I
Hey,
wouldn't.
Kevin.
Kevin was talking to him, and the nigga was doing the slow like he was starting it up.
Hey, yo. Hey, Kev.
Yeah, true
Kev,
story.
you gotta use that. See, this is the shit I be talking about.
True story.
Hey, Black
man.
Ron Aquarius.
What's happening, bro?
Kevin almost got his ass beat by the Red Power
By the
Ranger.
Red Ranger, whoever the hell it was.
Second to the last time I was in LA, Warner Brothers brought me out there for the Shaft movie, Shaft 3 with Samuel Jackson and the new buddy from Survivor's Remorse and shit.
All right, nigga.
After the watch party, kicked it all night with Walter Jones, aka the Black Ranger.
Okay.
Did with that nigga all night. So when y'all was talking about Power Rangers, I thought y'all was talking about the real Power Rangers at first. I was like, nigga met Jason and Jason wanted to beat his
No,
ass.
he was real. No, he was
the
Well,
Red Ranger.
He was.
Well, wait a
That's
minute,
the wrong
Kevin.
Ranger. You had the Black Ranger.
Yeah,
Kevin had the Red Ranger.
Let's make it clear because
There's only one Black Ranger though.
Right.
yeah.
I don't think this nigga ever took his helmet off. He was like one of them I think he was like a stand-in
Right.
or some shit.
Right, yeah.
I don't know.
Because this,
So he was
a
a
big
stunt
muscle
ranger?
bound dude. He's a
He's
big
a-
muscle bound dude. And so
What's this
I was
nigga's
like,
name?
The Ranger dude is the little guy, right? That you
What's
know,
his
Brian.
name?
His
The
name's Andre Mulligan.
Andre,
So,
I'm
so
about
wait
to
a minute,
Google this
Kevin.
nigga.
Is your Ranger the real Ranger? Or I mean, was he
That's
a
what I'm
black?
saying.
Maybe he was a Blackstone Ranger. I was in Chicago.
No, this was in Kentucky. This was in Louisville.
Yeah,
So
that,
he was the stunt
That nigga-
ranger.
So maybe he stole
I-
the Ranger helmet too.
he was a stunt ranger.
The nigga did all his own
This
moves.
nigga wasn't no
That's
ranger.
him.
That's the
him.
nigga.
That's
That's him. Yeah.
He's a stunt ranger. This ain't the real one.
it wasn't
No,
but dude
no.
on Rangers.
I thought you was talking about the actual ranger.
The nigga
God,
got
he had the outfit
cards.
with the Toyota
He
Celica.
got cards with the shit on it. He's an actual he played in the movie, did some other shit. He lives in LA. He's like a stand-in, stunt double. He does all his own shit.
He's
With
this nigga.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Get the fuck.
You know
Sir,
what?
you not even the real one.
Okay.
And he was going to get his ass. Kevin was going to get his ass whooped by the fake red
Yo,
black Power Ranger.
that makes this shit even better. You were about to get beat up by the stunt Red
Whoa,
Ranger.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Why
What is all
y'all
this talk
assuming Kevin was
about?
gonna get his
Thank
ass
you.
whooped?
What's
First of
all
all,
this?
Uncle Rodney.
Uncle Rodney,
I
this
get it.
nigga was going
I
to whoop
get
his
it.
ass.
No, I
Kevin
get it.
ain't no little dude though.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
he
I
ain't,
get
but
it.
this nigga
I
was.
get it.
You
Because
know-
that's what Uncle Rodney's role is. He's here to
I appreciate that,
be,
Uncle
you know,
Rodney. I
the
appreciate it.
Godfather and the patriarch
You know what?
and the, you know, now kids. Nah, Uncle Rodney, you know damn well which one of these cheering on this Zoom is most likely to get their ass whooped.
Are you
And now
kidding
that
me
you
right
know it,
now?
Kevin
Are
is
you
most
kidding
likely
me
to
right
get-
now? Are
Kevin
you
most
kidding
likely
me?
to get.
What's
First
up?
of all,
I am
Kev,
from the south side of Chicago. It is, you know
Hey,
what?
Kevin, stop.
You
Stop
know
it
what?
with it.
Hey,
Stop
cut
it with
shit.
we don't
Cut
believe you,
shit.
Kevin.
I wouldn't even approach the nigga if I thought it. You know what? Never mind. Hey, look here.
You know what? No.
You got more of that Matilda energy. Like you're super
Matilda.
nice, but you got powers, but you don't use them.
It's hilarious, man. Yeah, but yeah.
You might need to change your image, Kev.
Right. Is that I clearly need
You
to
might
change
need
my
to.
image.
Let's do this. Let's produce this. So let's stage. No, 'cause you don't have to get in no real fight. But let's stage a fight. So you drag somebody, fuck them up, you pay them, you know, and people be like, man, Kev knocking niggas out.
Wait a
And
minute.
Wow.
Uncle Rodney, Kevin wears Mario Brother t-shirts.
You know what? Cut the shit.
Hold up, what's wrong with Mario
Cut
Brothers?
the- thank you.
T-shirt?
What
I
is
fuck with Mario
wrong?
Brothers.
He's 6'5".
Got the matching draws on.
Hey, cut, you know what, Black
Now,
Rod?
if
You know,
said,
I
if you
just,
said Kevin wore Care Bears t-shirts, I'd be like, well, wait a minute, Kevin, we gotta talk.
Who's on?
A grown man wearing a Yoshi shirt.
y'all getting off subject.
Oh,
damn
so
it.
it was Yoshi.
We
It
are
wasn't
here to
Mario
talk
or
about.
Luigi?
We are here to talk about social injustice. God
Hold
damn
up,
it.
because that's a social injustice, Cam. Chris, you should have led with that. The nigga had Yoshi on his shirt.
Yeah.
He ain't have Mario or
What are
Luigi.
you talking about? What are we talking about here?
You have Toadstool. You had the dragon on your
Southside
shirt, fam?
Chicago.
I approached this nigga. I approached this nigga like, dude, you know how many almost fights I've gotten into at comedy clubs?
Do you know that Yoshi is only powerful because Mario hits him on the back of the head?
Maybe a better conversation is what is that background?
Oh, this
the reason he almost got his ass whooped by the stunt ranger because
my kids bought me this
talking
shit.
about poof,
My
bang,
babies.
and this nigga about to put his foot in his ass.
Is that a background or is that a background or is it a sheet you done rigged up?
My kids got this from
He
me.
took that baby's fitted sheet and put it on the damn.
Put my
No, but looking fly as hell.
Got a piss stain. It's a piss.
Ain't that the
It
same
smells
sheet to
piss.
be?
It's
Ain't
a
that the
piss
same
stain.
sheet to be in the project windows at
Yeah.
It's a piss stain.
All right, so
past the house, you just see the white, the other side of that goddamn.
Yep.
So Kev, I don't know if you were gonna go here. I know you said we supposed to be talking about some serious shit. There's some other shit that's going on that I'm a little upset about.
What's up? Talk about it.
Fucking NBC and Kevin Hart. You don't know what's going on, Kev?
No, hey.
NBC publishes. Okay, so Usain Bolt does a video on his social media telling the world that he is now quarantining because he tested positive for COVID-19.
Okay.
NBC posts an article and says Usain Bolt, fastest man alive, tested positive for COVID-19. But the photo that NBC used was a fucking picture of Kevin Hart.
Damn, for real?
Wow. That's not even the same nigga a little bit.
Usain Bolt is about what? He about the same height as you, Kev. 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
Wait.
Slim, run his ass off. Kevin Hart is what? 5'2"?
Thank you, Talisha. I appreciate that. Talisha saying y'all kiss my ass with that. I can't fight shit. But go
I
ahead.
bet you Talisha could whip your ass too. Shut up.
6'5".
Yeah, I'm 6'5".
Talisha is a warrior. She could put her foot in your ass too, Kev. But so
Sir,
of course,
I'm
everybody's
6'5", 240. Easy.
Okay. And that
6'5".
stunt ranger was about to whoop your 6'5". Okay, anyway. So NBC, so a lot of the comics are doing reaction videos. The best reaction videos I've seen thus far are Ryan Davis's and Lance Woods. Okay?
Wow.
You gotta watch those two videos about how they're reacting to the situation. Now here's the cold shit.
He said,
Fucking Kevin Hart says that, the situation was mad disrespectful. And he actually admitted when he went out to kick it with Dave Chappelle in Ohio recently and did the show out there on Dave Chappelle's ranch, he actually admitted that he did have COVID-19 around March, but he kept his diagnosis, a secret. Essentially, he didn't announce it to the public and his joke was because Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson was positive and they're more famous than him. So he didn't want to say shit because it wouldn't have had no steam. But the disrespect of NBC to compare these two black guys, the only thing they have in common is that they're both black guys. They not even the same. They don't even look alike almost.
He said that ain't the same. Them niggas don't look alike a little bit.
At all. They not the same height. And it's that type of logic that get niggas pulled over because they fit the description. And next thing you know, we hashtagging this nigga the next day. So I feel, not like my feelings matter, but that was some disrespectful shit. And if I were Kevin Hart and I wanted to be Petty Eddie, I'd sue them motherfuckers for defamation of character.
That's a great point.
Well, technically, they not defaming him because he, in fact, have COVID.
Yeah, he fucked his argument up by saying it. But technically, he don't have it now, and they said he do.
Ryan,
So
real
think
quick.
about. Go ahead.
I got a question for Ron since he's here. This is off subject, but I watched the Midnight Oil show when y'all had a really dope ass debate about voting.
Oh shit! I'm about to leave.
No, you're not. For what? Why? Why would you? Did I leave when the Red Ranger tried to kick my ass at a comedy club? No.
You should have.
Hey. I looked that man right in his V-neck, saw his chest hair, and was like, "What you want to do, fam?"
So out of the entire experience, you saw his chest hair.
Hey, that was.
I'm just saying.
Hey, the nigga
that's why you almost got your ass whipped. You were looking at the wrong shit.
I'm trying. You say what
Kevin,
now?
are you and Ty Davis friends or not?
Right?
Ty Davis,
right?
Coming for your neck, nigga.
Right? Right? What the fuck is really going on here?
I do this out of love, man. And the only reason I can come to his neck is because his beard ain't grown down that far yet.
But anyway,
you was getting the full thing. What, you can cut it?
We not about to. We not. Hey, cut the shit. Hey, I got a serious goddamn question here. Uncle Rodney, don't do that. Don't get it. Don't do that.
Hey, Kevin, you want me to tell him? You want me to tell him?
No.
Okay.
Hey, anyway, let me ask my question. Do you still feel the same way with everything that's going on? Are you still deciding to sit this out?
If I do vote, bro, it's gonna be for independent. I watched the DNC.
Well, you might as well stay home.
Why?
If you ain't gonna vote for Republican and Democrat, it's only two teams. So voting for independent is like,
here we go.
The Lakers and the Clippers playing for the championship, and you go, no, I'm gonna vote for OKC, but they not in it. Okay. It's the exact same.
Well, first and foremost, that was a hell of an analogy right there. I like that.
It's just, and don't get me wrong. Hold on, Ron. I get that you're not really fucking with either person, but there's only two people in. I mean, and fundamentally, one of the things wrong with our system is this is a two-party system, but voting for a third party is like throwing your vote in the trash, in my opinion.
And that's exactly how they got y'all niggas on the bandwagon, telling you that if you don't vote for them, you ain't black, while at the same time, not making any promises, concessions, or plans for the motherfuckers who they are ganking the vote out of. Motherfuckers have assumed for the last 60 years that if you black, you just supposed to vote Democratic.
Right. And which is it hasn't always been that way, and that changed over time. I think you have a
bullshit ass NBA analogy. Make it. Let me finish my sentence. The people that became disgruntled with the Democratic Party only did so because they saw, okay, what the fuck have we been getting? So they jumped Republican. A lot of times those are Negroes that have attained a little bit of monetary success in their life. They feel like, okay, well, I'm gonna go Republican to protect my interests about money. To say that to vote for somebody else is throwing your vote in the trash is
no, that's not what I said. I said to vote independent is like throwing your vote in the trash.
To not vote for one of those two parties is tantamount to throwing. Hold on, who the fuck is this? Hold on, who is?
Damn, they both got up. They both got up.
That's why I don't talk politics.
Hey, Ty, they both got. They went to go fight each other.
Because I don't even know why Kevin felt the need to bring that up again.
No, I just asked the question. With everything that's going on with all the social injustice. It's an appropriate. That's what today's topic was about. That's why I invited him to the show. That's what it was about. So I mean, of course, I asked the question.
Shit, don't keep on explaining yourself to Tyreek. Don't let him.
First of all, Ron Aquarius, for you to be the Malcolm X of comedy and all black power and black love and all that shit, then you gonna sit here and disrespect the ancestors by not even voting or making a choice at all. Like, don't come for me unless I send for you, is what you not gonna do.
I find it disrespectful to the ancestors for y'all to let all those efforts that they made be trivialized by a nigga giving you a token. They did not fight.
What's the token, Ron?
Okay, the token is I'm gonna come to your Negro funk.
Hold on, Ron. Let me ask you a question before you get going. Why are you so upset?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't answer that question,
I'm just
bro.
saying, why we can't have this conversation at a normal room tone?
Okay.
That's what they do. That's how they try to.
No, because see what you're doing is because you have a tendency. You have a tendency to overtalk and be condescending. Hold on, you shut your ass up. You almost got beat up by the Red Ranger. He don't need you to defend him at all.
That nigga was trained.
Because Black
Ron is
a lot
talking.
of times.
Ron is talking. Hold on, Ron is talking.
No, nobody care. A lot of times, Black Ron, you be cutting people off, you be condescending, you be disrespectful, and you think that you are smarter than everybody in the room, and you talk so much that sometimes you don't listen. Because that was very disrespectful what you had said to Uncle Rodney about his NBA analogy. I liked it.
I thought the analogy was pretty fly myself.
It was definitely good because he think he the only one that's good with
Why
analogies.
is Ron muted? Why is Ron? You muted, Ron.
The motherfucking first, the motherfucking of all. That's y'all shit. He said run. And then you two niggas jumped on the goddamn question.
What he said.
I didn't say a motherfucking thing.
You've been saying a lot of motherfucking things. And
when he started talking about that voting thing, I shut all the way up because I said, I'm not doing this with you today. We done already did this. I'm at where I'm at with it. You at where you at with it. We agree to disagree, but go off.
Ain't nobody ass tie shit.
So who is the independent candidate you're gonna vote for? You know,
Jade Simmons. Jade Simmons is who I'm going for if I cast a vote.
And who is that person? To educate me, I might want to vote for him. Educate me on who that person is.
Simmons is the female version of Donald Trump. She is, and she's a Black woman at that. What I mean by that is she is a person who has amassed her own capital, has little to no political expertise, but has the groundswell of the minds and hearts of the people behind her. Just like
a groundswell, that's a strong word. Groundswell?
Go back to 2015 when Donald Trump was running for president. All of the political pundits never took him seriously. It was the groundswell of the people that got him to the popularity to even get in the
Trump might have had a groundswell. I'm talking about this lady. What's her name?
Jade Simmons. S-I-M-N-S. Jade like the stone, Simmons like Russell.
She ain't never gonna be president, Ron.
Part. All of these people that are coming out right now, when you talk about
hell no, she too fine.
No, when you talk about
gorgeous.
When you talk about the policies of Biden and
now hold on there.
No, this must be some. I got a classical pianist.
You know what? That's who she is. That's who she is. Yes.
Her?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Shit.
Presidential candidate right fucking now, independent party, Black woman.
Damn.
And she got your vote.
Fully Black, based off her policies, not even off her color, based off her policies.
Okay, what's her policies, Ron?
She is the only presidential candidate that is talking about prison and immigration reform. She's the only person talking about a comprehensive back to work package for not only single mothers, single fathers. She's the only person that has a true anti-activism platform in place based off of the work she's already been doing in Florida. But when you talk to Black folks about things,
No, Ron. Hold on, Ron. This is not Black. It's not a Black thing. No. How about this, Ron?
Wait a minute now.
Hold on, Ron. Hold on, Ronald. Ron Davies.
Let's talk.
Ron.
This is most certainly a Black thing. The only reason why niggas are talking about Kamala Harris, she went to Howard, she a AKA, she Black enough. Why y'all trying to tear this Black woman down? Why can't we support her? This the first Black woman that's running. Why we can't support her? Meanwhile, it's a whole nother Black woman that ain't talking about giving up nothing that we've been protesting and pleading for. We just lost another. We damn near just lost.
Ron, you're right. Ron, listen to me. You're right. You're right on so many levels. She is not gonna win nothing.
Well, as long as
there's only two people in the race, Ron.
We only got these two niggas to choose from.
That's a fact. It's just a fact, Ron. You don't have to we don't have to like it. It's a fact.
No, because the power is in the people. If we fucking coalesce our power, then we can put our power where the fuck we want it to. If we got power,
you about to lobby for her to get a million more votes
in office? That's the part. That's my whole thing. I ain't gonna vote for a nigga that ain't talking about doing shit for me and my black life and my black children. Black men dying on fucking Instagram every day, and motherfuckers don't
throw your vote over here.
I will. That type of mentality is the same type of mentality.
It's not a mentality. It's the way the system works. Unless you're gonna change the system and add a third party.
Whoa! Time out, real quick, my man.
Damon Williams. I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I gotta do an interview.
What's happening, sir?
Damon Williams. Tell Ron why his vote is going in the trash.
Say what?
He said, tell Black Ron why his vote is going. Black Ron, we having a little debate here because he says he's voting independent. And of course, Rodney Perry says if you do that, you might as well put it in the trash. and he just said that and dipped out. He said, tell Ron why his vote is going in the trash, and then got off.
That makes sense, man, because it's a wasted vote. You might as well just stay in the house if you're going to vote independent. You can write that down in your living room and look at it. Same effect. But I think a lot of people are torn with this whole situation with Biden being the asshole he was from back in the day, and then Trump being the asshole he is now. It's like a choice of two assholes. But the key with this, man, and I've been saying it for time and time again, is we got to get rid of Trump and his administration because he has incompetent people. Betsy DeVos is over education. She don't know what the hell she doing. Ben Carson's over hood. He don't know what the hell he doing. We got Supreme Court judges that are hanging on by the string. Somebody got to oppose Mitch McConnell in the Senate. So that's the whole thing. It's a bigger picture. And the only way that we can, like Ice Cube has What's in It for Black America, it's kind of late in the game to ask for this particular election. But if we get the Democrats in, that's the only chance they'll have to even do anything. They can't affect change if they don't win. Now, if they win, Kamala wants to be the next president. Okay?
Hold on.
Come in here and get treated with respect that everybody else wasn't getting. You're going to get your ass cut off too. We love you, Damon Williams. You're an OG. But the minute you say something that somebody want to argue with in here, they're going to cut your ass off. So I'm going to cut your ass off. Hold on. You said it's too late in this election for us to start focusing on what we're going to do for black folks. Now, Damon, you are older than me, which means you've been voting longer than me. In which fucking election were they worried about what they're going to do for black folks?
That's my point. They still not going to worry about it in the next 30 days. So we got to get somebody in. Listen to what I'm telling you. If Trump gets in, no, let me finish.
If motherfuckers ain't caring about us, why should we even participate?
Let me answer your question, sir. If, let's say, for instance, we made Biden and Kamala care about us. They can't do shit unless they in office. So if they don't get in office, then they can't do shit. But Kamala wants to be president in the next cycle. Biden ain't gonna run again. So now we have 4 years to hold her accountable based on her actions. If she ain't in, she can't do shit. If you let Trump back in, here's the thing, and that's what'll happen if you don't vote. And I'm gonna be 2 seconds, and you can let your frustration out. This man has no consequences. He don't have to worry about poll numbers. He ain't gotta worry about shit. He gonna run roughshod over the situation. He gonna do what the fuck he want to do because he know he can't win for a third time.
You done?
You're so disrespectful.
What are we?
How is it? No, because I don't like when people say things that contradict their earlier statement.
So you don't like anybody that says things that contradicts you, period.
It's possible. How is it possible? And I'm seriously asking you, how is it possible to hold them accountable for what they're going to do in office, talking about when they get in office, they can do things for us, if the platforms that they're talking about to get elected have nothing to do with us?
Because here's the answer to that. Here's the answer.
We can make Biden and Harris care about us.
No, you can't.
After they already fucking won.
No, bruh. You know how many times they lie during an election, you ain't got it. They can promise you everything you write on paper. They can promise you all of us gonna get $1,000 a day for the next 60 days. Let me finish. Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. In an election, they can promise you the world. In office, if you have aspirations to continue to be in office, you have to be accountable. So if we make a contract with them, what they're going to do the first 100 days in office, like Ice Cube said, or what they're going to do, what they plan to achieve within their 4-year window, then come election time again, if they did not do what they said they would do, then we have consequences by holding our votes from them then, because they're already in.
Two things. Number one, the first 100 days, that's the time that they have to enact all of the things that they promised during their platform campaign.
But they don't have to because of a campaign.
While they were running for president, they said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They have 100 days from the time they are inaugurated in the office to start doing those things. From that point, we hold them accountable the 3 years after that to make those things that they started in the 100 days come to pass. It's not you get the job and then you start doing it for us.
Ron,
we can hold
how can they have the 100 days to do it if they're not elected yet? If you don't vote them in, they can't do it.
Do anything if they promised us anything before the election. What they have days to do is the stuff that they promised during their campaign, and during their campaign, they made no promises to us. So when Biden and Harris get into office in the first 100 days, ain't shit gonna be done for black folks because they never made any platform promises to black folks.
That's the
accountable for.
That's the cart before the horse, bro.
If you tell me, Run, you gonna come to my show, I'm gonna pay you such and such and such and such. Well, when I get there, I'm holding you accountable for what your word said. But if you come to my show, then you have that don't mean that I'm getting paid, nor does that mean I'm performing. All you said was come to the show.
All right, now let me counter you because my battery low and I don't want to have to go in the house. Trump said he was going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. Didn't do it. Trump said he was going to do 1 million things. Didn't do it. But he's already in office. Nobody's holding him accountable for it. So you can say what the fuck you want to say all you want during the election. A chicken in every pot. They've been lying during elections since the beginning of elections. You got to get them in before. So let me ask you this, since you're so opinionated and so passionate, and I appreciate it because it's got to be two sides to every argument. What is the accomplishment you're going to get by not voting for the people that are viable? Because if you go independent, that person is not going to win. And how does that hold them accountable? Because they don't even see them votes because they don't matter.
We keep saying that an independent candidate can't win.
How could they?
By enough people voting for them.
So do you think there's a candidate out there in the next 60 days?
I never even heard of this chick until right now. Like
it's too late for that strategy, bro.
I just heard of this chick right now.
In our community, that speaks towards a larger problem. And the larger problem is, especially in the black community, we don't do our own fucking research. We just wait for them to give us who the fuck they gonna give us. And we just say, hey, all the black folks voting for this nigga right here. And then if you don't do that, you somehow not with the whole monolithic black folks movement. It's our fucking responsibility to educate ourselves. We educate ourselves with what the fuck going on Shade Room. We educate ourselves with what the fuck is going on in social media. We educated ourselves on how to make TikToks. We educated ourselves on how to do social media. We educated ourselves on how to put up backgrounds on fucking Zoom and shit. And educate yourself.
Okay. What have you done to educate the people about the candidate that you're talking about? Because I look at your page, I follow you, and I ain't seen you post shit about this lady.
I mean, care more about the Olympics than they do the presidential election. And then 4 years go by, and 4 years of us getting the bottom of the stick, 4 years of us getting shitted on, 4 years of motherfuckers doing us dirty. And then here they come, they show up to your fucking church, and they get up in the pulpit, pull a hot sauce out their purse and do the Dougie, and all of a sudden niggas is like,
hey, Ron, let me tell you, you're making valid points, but to be honest, and in theory, that's a great strategy going forward. But right now, when we have a lunatic in office, the consequences are too great. The changes you can make and changes you want to make need to be made on the local level, the state, and the Congress and Senate. When those elections, the midterm elections, this administration has got to go. They control the federal dollars. They gotta go, bro. They don't give a shit about us. So all that researching you doing and all that rah-rah you doing and that candidate you pushing ain't gonna change shit. Flat out. So get with the program for now and get in with your program after that.
Because everybody's on this Kamala Harris, Joe Biden bandwagon.
It ain't them. It's anti-Trump.
Yeah.
It's anti-Trump.
Yes, because him and his administration got to get the fuck out of there. Nobody's checking this dude. No, he's a fucking maniac.
Y'all don't give a fuck who it is as long as Trump ain't in office.
That's not what we're saying. We're saying it's a better option. No, it ain't.
What the fuck y'all saying? If y'all saying
we're not.
Trump, it's just anti-Trump, 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 without no acknowledgement to the fact that Trump is only the mouthpiece of the motions and the activities that go on in the Senate and the Congress.
Which is why I say there needs to be
got to go. If you
it has to be complete change with the entire administration. I do agree with.
Yeah, and the fact that I already said that we need opposition to Mitch McConnell because he's really the one running shit. He the one slipping. Trump don't know nothing about no damn judges.
He's the real
Mitch
president.
McConnell is running the whole agenda, period.
He's the real president. He doesn't see them come and go.
Mitch McConnell serves in what seat? Because it ain't the president. Mitch McConnell is what?
He runs the Senate. You can't get a bill passed without getting it past the Senate.
I'm saying is I wanted you to name his position. He's Senate Majority Leader. I was asking you that question for a reason because
if you knew that, make your point because we all know that answer.
Because but we all know. But the people that we're trying to reach, they don't know. They just know names, bruh. They don't understand the powers of positions. They don't understand what that title means that a motherfucker holds. Because people say Donald Trump and they assume that it's Donald Trump that are putting these policies into place when it's not. It's the motherfuckers in the Senate and the Congress. So they're the ones putting those laws on the floor. And because they control the House and because they control the Senate, they're passing the laws. They get voted on. So by the time they get to Trump's desk, he's signing off on them because they already got the phone call. Hey, Proposition 1565, that's a yes. Don't veto.
Right.
So that's what he's doing. So the motherfuckers that you really need to be voting out, when you say you want to get rid of Trump, you're really trying to get rid of the motherfuckers in Senate. You're really trying to get rid of the motherfuckers in Congress because those are the motherfuckers that are passing all this shit to him.
And you
okay. Well, I got a question for you.
Let me explain to y'all. Hey, Ron, let me explain to you about Mitch McConnell because I've been living in Kentucky all my life.
Go ahead.
And just like every state, you got a city and then this country.
Right.
And we call it Louisville. That's what you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, where you from? I'd be like, Louisville. I don't say Louisville, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? And so it's us and maybe Lexington.
Now they got like Baltimore City and then Baltimore County.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's how much we disassociate ourselves with the whole Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Louisville hates Mitch McConnell. Maybe a little bit of Lexington. But the rest of Kentucky, you know what I'm saying? He can't do no wrong. Look, the fool been in there 340 years. I mean, shit.
So that's my major problem right there, Chris, because the motherfuckers that are in place have been in place since Bill Clinton was in office. And that's the part they're not talking about. Because while Bill was the saxophone and going to Arsenio Hall and getting head in the Oval Office, it was motherfuckers like Joe Biden and Mitch McConnell and Strom Thurmond and shit that was sitting in office putting in shit like the 94 crime bill.
Yeah.
Reason why black men are the leading race of people in the prisons right now or because of the policies that the motherfuckers that are running for president right now put into place when they were young junior senators and congressmen.
Yes.
You're going to tell me that a motherfucker with 40 years of political experience of doing fuck shit to black folks is a better choice than a nigga with 3.5 years of experience of doing fuck shit to black folks? Yeah, they doing fuck shit to black folks, but at least this nigga got a shorter career. This nigga been doing fuck shit to black folks in secret for 40 fucking years. And now all of a sudden he's the best choice for black people because he got a half black woman running with him.
Well, I think it I understand what you're saying, Ron. I really do. I really understand what, and I feel you on it. You know, if we could get together, gosh damn it, we'll be powerful.
We can.
You know what I'm saying?
We can. If we can get together and have a Black Lives Matter march, if we can get together and hashtag some fuck shit, we can get together and move. But every time we say something like this, we say black folks, you get black folks saying, man, they ain't gonna win, while at the same time saying black folks only have 15%, while at the same time saying black folks is a swing vote. It's up to us to get, so which one is it, my nigga? Do we have the power to affect change or not? Because if we have the power to affect change, we can vote for somebody outside of these two they giving us. How much disruption would we bring to the system by doing that? That'll throw a monkey wrench in the whole motherfucker. Because guess what they're gonna prove then? They already got your president selected. He's not elected, he's selected. Because your popular vote don't even determine the fucking president. That's just what they do to see if they metrics, if they can guess. Like, you know how you play with your kids, you be like, which hand got a piece of candy in it? It's really a piece of you just want to see, are they normally choosing left or normally choosing right? You can guess, you can predict the niggas. Man, all these apps, all the technology behind these apps is all based off predictive science. You watch enough shows on Netflix, they start predicting what you gonna like. You listen to enough shit on Pandora or YouTube, they start predicting the other. Here, man.
Hey, Ron, you ain't even got to do that. You can you can talk about Reese cups and a commercial come on our Instagram.
So if we know that we have that kind of power, bro, if we know that we have the power to influence, black folks have the power to create influence on anything. You got all these black folks that are popular coming out with, P. Diddy started that shit in 2004. Vote or die, vote or die, vote or die, vote or die. You make it in a life or death decision, vote or die. Then motherfuckers did vote, and what happened? We started dying faster than we've ever died before. So then we get Obama in 2008, hope and change, hope and change, hope and change. Yes, we can. We got him in office. What happened? Niggas started losing money like we never lost it before. Then we're going to say, well, no, we're going to keep Obama in there because he's black. He deserves re-election. Yes, we still can. And he didn't do nothing for us as black folks, but it's because he was too busy fixing America for the last 4 years. Let's give a man a chance. We gave the man a chance. His second term, what did he do for black folks? Absolutely nothing. He did a whole lot for the LGBT community, though. He did a whole lot for the Native American community, though. He did a whole lot for small businessmen in upper North America, not in the South. Barack Obama could have abolished all of Mississippi law with one executive order. And shit just now got overturned in Mississippi last week, cuz. And we had a black president for 8 fucking years with a black first lady. And the same motherfucker running for president now was his vice president then. And nothing was acted. Nothing was brought up. There was policy. Motherfuckers be acting like the vice president got some power around this hoe. What the fuck have Mike Pence done since he went to parade when Trump first got elected? What the fuck did Joe Biden do while Obama was in office? That was a move of power. What the fuck did bust a nigga in the face?
Yeah.
He was pulling Cheney. Dick Cheney.
What Dick Cheney did? Whole lot of private shit. Halliburton, get that money. Yep. And get that money because it's a war that we about to make. So y'all cash me out when y'all get the contract. Dick Cheney was making side deals and shit. That's why when Bush lost re-election, when Bush's second term was over with, cuz disappeared right into the private sector. Dick Cheney didn't say shit about running for office. He didn't support the niggas that was running for office. As a matter of fact, he got behind Mitt Romney. But that was only to the second time. Because the first time, who did he get behind? Mike Huckabee. But no, niggas don't want to talk history. And black folks got short ass memories for some reason. We can't remember shit that happened in the previous presidential cycle. We act like Al Gore did some shit while Bill Clinton was in office. What the fuck did he do? Yeah. Al Gore was too busy worried about saving the environment and shit. But then when it came time for him to run for president, all of a sudden he had a Negro platform. Why? Because there was a man in the name of Alan Keyes, a black man that was running for president in the year 2000. And did Negroes get behind him? No, because he was Republican. So it don't matter. The black shit don't matter until it ain't nobody else to pick from. Then all of a sudden, now let's back the black one. When the football season first started, everybody going for who the fuck they want to go for. But then all of a sudden, when it's the Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings, now it's, well, I'm back this black man. Well, newsflash, it's a black man that coached both teams, stupid. Lovely Smith was coaching at the same time Denny Green was coaching. So how you going to back a black man then? There's always, and that's what they always do, pit a black man against a black man. Motherfuckers are voting for Kamala Harris to mute Kanye West. Not because they really care about neither one of them, but because those two votes will cancel each other out. And y'all will continue to participate in a system that's a futile endeavor while telling me I'm throwing my vote in the trash.
That was shit. That was that. Yeah. Damn it, David, you missed it. That nigga went for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he did a Chris Webber.
Hey, those are hamburgers. Kids get to choose, but do they really get to choose? Because they both have the same ingredients. They both ground meat, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese. The only difference is the bread.
Gosh damn, Black, you gonna make me go to bed.
Right.
I don't know what to even think.
Right. Yeah, I'm fucking off here, man.
Yeah.
You got two of your kids. Oh, we want tacos. We want tacos. Then two of your kids. No, we want hamburgers. We want hamburgers. Either way, you finna make ground meat, cut up some lettuce, pull out some cheese, slap a tomato on that bitch.
That's a great analogy, but that ain't got shit to do with our lives right now.
That's exactly why, Damon, whether you pick Joe Biden or whether you pick Donald Trump, they both finna give us ground meat, lettuce, tomatoes, and cheese. The difference between Joe Biden and Donald Trump is Joe Biden looks better in a suit.
No, and he has okay, here, check this out. I would say this, Ron. I see what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. But when it comes to leadership, simple fucking leadership, simple ass leadership, how we handling this pandemic, how we handling this whole going back to school. Nigga, I don't want to send my kids back to school, but when the president of the United States say either send your kids to school or I'm gonna withhold funding, nigga, that nigga's not fit to lead shit.
Period.
Actually, that nigga is fit to lead because that nigga is showing you the power that your president has always had. Barack Obama could have said either y'all restructure these police departments or I'm withholding fucking funding. And guess what the fuck would have happened? Wouldn't be no more Jacob Blakes and George Floyds in 2020.
That's not true. It's not true.
If it would have a monetary punitive damage.
It's not true.
Bush, okay. So
if you got irresponsible police officers.
So basically you saying we fuck regardless, right, Damon? Niggas gonna die regardless.
We've been fucked regardless in this country. That's true. It's all about survival of the fittest when it comes to that. We've been fucked in this country. We're talking about things that can be done. You can't affect the change of a heart of a police officer, period. If y'all letting him on the force, if he want to kill people, he gonna kill people. If he hate niggas, he hate niggas. Ain't nothing the president can do about that.
Structure that shit. We should restructure the whole police department. How can a motherfucker get trained in 6 weeks to be something that has the power to take and end lives? Motherfucker got to go through more training to cut hair. Motherfucker got to go through more training to be on the register radio show.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, that is fact. And my son's a police abolitionist. I know the defund movement as far as the police are concerned, but still, individuals going to be individuals. It's not about what the president could have done to stop George Floyd from being dead, because if you got a racist police officer, you can't determine that till he make a racist action. I don't give a fuck how he trained. That ain't got shit to do with this conversation.
Because you can determine a motherfucker's mentality based off what they saying. And that's the reason why black folks and why people in general are so upset at Donald Trump, because he don't know how to put the politician wax on what he say. He just say shit. The fuck how he feel it. Only difference is them white folks behind him feel the same fucking way. They just know how to position a sentence to where it sounds better. They know how to position a sentence to where they say, well, crime we got to deal with crime. And then he coming out and saying, we got to deal with niggas and Mexicans. They same thing, bruh.
I get that, but the fact that he don't have the tact to do that, even if he's the same as the rest of the other people, means he is mentally not had the capacity to be in office. That's why we gotta get this crazy motherfucker out. Whether his intentions are good, he's still stupid.
That they tell him.
Period.
I like the Klansman with his hood off. I'm not trying to change the heart.
That's a hell of a statement, man.
Right. But you can consider them all Klansmen because they all in the same. The system is fucked up from top to bottom. The point here is how we can manipulate the system and be effective with our voting bloc to make them respect us. But we don't have time because we're not organized. We don't even have a platform. The platform that you're saying we need to initiate in the next 100 days, nobody even is there to present it. We don't even have a person spearheading a movement to even present what the fuck we want because we can't get along to talk about it, to get it out there. So how they gonna do it in 45 days? But if you got somebody in office who can listen to us once we do organize and strategize and tell them what we want, at least it'll be a listening ear. Maybe Trump will listen in the next year. But based on how he's acted in the past.
One fucking meeting, the niggas tore him down. How the fuck could you go meet with that whole ass white man? And I'm not saying that like I support Steve Harvey. I'm just saying that as in the whole, maybe when they get in office, we can hold a meeting and they'll listen to us. Soon as one nigga went and held a meeting, all the other niggas was like, no, that's wrong.
You're still making the point. Look who he held the meeting with. The wrong motherfucker, who is just the wrong motherfucker now. So why would we do wrong motherfucker twice?
Was a better choice.
What?
Y'all keep saying that like Hillary Clinton was a better choice. She was just more tactful, but the same policies would have been put into place. And that's what mattered. I don't give a fuck about a nigga's press release. I give a fuck about what your policies are saying, bruh. The fact that you put your foot in your mouth every time you go on camera just further lets me know that, damn, this boy really, really, really don't have no experience being a politician.
So beyond, listen to this though, listen to this. Beyond the crime bill, which was signed with the super predator shit, and during the Clinton administration, were you better or worse off than you are now? Or were you better or worse off with the administration prior to him and after him? Even though
that's a loaded statement because after the Clinton administration, there was a Bush and then the Obama administration. So to ask, are you better off now versus then?
I'm asking you.
Ben was in office. I was still a teenager, so I wasn't a voter. But I remember Bill Clinton. My parents lost their fucking house. I remember that right after Bill Clinton, all of a sudden Selective Service came back